what's up, everybody? Welcome to Love in Black and White, where each week, Manulus, what do we try and do?
Put the love back in your right.
Yes, I'm one of your hosts, Big Irish. Fucking wrinkles is attacking my ear. I'm one of your hosts, Big Irish Jay Hollingsworth. And as always, we have the Coco co-host, the Black Don Juan, Manulus Rojas Martin Junior.
What is going on, everybody? Oh, thank you for tuning in to another wonderful episode of Love in Black and White. I do apologize. We have taken a bit of a little hiatus, mostly because of Miles. And his little circumcision has thrown him off a bit. I mean, he wasn't like, oh, shit, what is going on? No, he was a little crotchety, no pun intended.
I see what you did there.
He's doing well. He's doing well.
Let's give a shout out to everybody that's in here. We got hey, Victoria, Sandy, Jay, San Francisco 49er girl, Carla, Alan, Andrea, and I think that's it. Yes.
Yeah, I still need to have Miles on an episode. He is breastfeeding right now, so
that's what I was doing with Wrinkles. Stefan Ward just joins us.
Stefan, my guy.
Stefan Puff. All right. We have so much. Oh,
how
what
many years has Stefan worked at Nintendo?
I think I saw it one time.
Was it like 20 years or something like that? Or no?
Yeah, it's something crazy. Stefan, how long have you worked at Nintendo? Wrinkles is fading. I don't know if you can see on here
yeah, look at him. He's drunk.
He's passing out. Hello, my little guy. We have so many topics we can get to. I like the one you just put in. Say it.
Jay, do you think anyone fucks to our intro song?
24 years Stefan has been at Nintendo.
Damn, that's amazing.
Who fucks to Love in Black and White? I masturbate to it. Does that count?
Oh man, that would be hilarious. Yeah, that is true. Breast milk makes everything better.
I try and nut right on the down part of in black and white.
Can you imagine that? You just like somebody's got their girl in the bedroom. It's like, hey yo, let me put this on. It's like
you hit a switch and the lights go like it's all 70s and like
it goes all disco.
Neon. Yeah. Put the love back in here.
Right.
I guess it'd be better than if they were fucking to fucking boo.
Yeah, exactly. Sandy's right. It's a pretty short song, so
you got to get the remix. Wrinkles, what's up, buddy? That's he's getting the
you know
snorts.
What? On that note, does anybody still fuck to music? I don't know. Not really. I mean,
man.
I mean, like maybe back in the day.
Remember, you used to have a mixtape. Now you have a playlist.
Yeah, God, playlists can be like forever. You could be waiting hours before your song comes up.
So. Yeah, you have a Spotify ad,
right?
You're trying to fuck to in the middle of your song. I don't see nothing wrong. For $3.99 a month, you can get Spotify. And it trains your brain, so now you can't come unless it's a Spotify ad.
Oh man, that is the hands down worst thing. When you can't get your mind in the right place and it takes forever to bust a nut. Oh God, man.
Wrinkles is like, I don't know what's going on. He's just tired, I guess. He was whining. He wanted attention. What's up, buddy?
Yeah. Look at that.
He's a good dog. What are your thoughts, Manulus, on people being more like animals and have? Wait, actually, let's finish what you were saying about the mixtape. I think we might have talked about this before. What is I mean, I had the go-to songs. Jodeci was in the rotation.
Yeah. Dance, too much booty in the pants. No. Was that
Taste them ass up.
That's the way we like them. Let me see. Okay, Sandy likes background music. Yeah, ladies in the comments section, would you guys like music, or you guys just want to like tune it all out and just focus on your man? For me, back in the day, I mean, like I wasn't fucking at this time, but I mean, it would have been some immature, you know what I mean? But that would have been kind of weird. Young kids singing in the background and shit. Like anybody fucking to some like Jackson 5, that'd be kind of weird.
Yeah. You can only come to go to sleep. Go to sleep. What happened in your childhood?
Boys to Men. Okay, that's a good one. Victoria. Let me think. I mean, some Motown type shit. You know what I mean? If you were on some like Al Green, maybe some
Keith Sweat back in the day.
Keith Sweat, yeah.
Tucky Booker.
Yeah, the San Francisco 49 girl. Yeah, I don't know why I said immature. I was just listening to them the other day, man. They were off the hook. But I would say some Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye is good.
Oh yeah.
You can't go wrong there. Gerald Levert, you know what I mean? LSG, it's all kind of good stuff.
Oh god, Johnny Gill when he had his fucking
when he had his voice,
dude,
man, before he blew that shit out, damn.
Yeah. What was that? Put on your red dress. That one.
Oh yeah. Put on your red dress,
dude. That was
on your high heels, man. My.
Oh, and then he had Guy Aaron Hall back in the day. Oh fuck,
San Francisco 49er girl. See, it could be because I grew up in the Bay Area. We were on the same wavelength. I will never lie. That was my jam too, right? Marcus Houston. He was actually on Sister Sister. People don't know that, so he was. He was killing it,
dude. I had the whole setup. I had the mattress on the ground, of course. That's when you had the leather couches and you'd set the mood. You'd have maybe a candle, and then you had the little clock radio that had a CD player. Like, hold on, baby, let me set the mood. The light of the 12 o'clock blinking.
I'll never forget. There was this one chick who was so down. Like, I didn't even have a mattress. We just fucked on the floor.
Oh, man. Imagine you lived in olden times and you had a phonograph, so you'd be like, want some cuts, my dear? Put on your red dress.
Slip on your high heels.
And then you have to just keep doing that. So every once in a while, let me just gotta do it while you're fucking.
Shit. That's hilarious. Oh god.
All right.
Wait, Christopher Williams. That was
oh yes.
Yeah, what was his song again?
There's Christopher Williams had a few. There's a group called Kids in the Hall that has a hip hop song where they use Christopher Williams. I fucking jam to it all the time. Where is it? I'll play you a little taste. Kids in the Hall. Here we go.
Here.
Where is it? It was the Crowd was the name of the album, I believe.
Yeah, and Christopher Williams was also in New Jack City, right?
Oh yeah, Pretty Motherfucker.
Yeah. That's right. Oh yeah. If I'm dreaming,
yes.
Keep me alone. Okay. Turn up the light, or he's like, turn off the lights and unplug the phone, cause I'm dreaming.
Yes. Is this it? Fuck, I can't find it now. Anyways, it's
that's how it started off. Don't wake me.
That's right.
I'm dreaming. Oh, there you go. Stephen Ward. After 7, they were good.
Fuck, man, we're just having karaoke on here. All right,
yeah. So we gotta have to have a Vegas karaoke night. One night after COVID, we'll all have to meet up down there and turn up after a comedy show. We'll do some. Karaoke.
Dude. Then there's the fucking Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Ooh,
reasons.
Man. Yes,
dude, like Wrinkles is like half asleep, but he has a raging boner right now. He's just like, dude, I'm like,
you're holding me the way I want to be held.
Oh shit. All right. What are your thoughts on people being more like animals? Speaking of Wrinkles boner, animals and having multiple mates, or should we mate for life? What's up, Cookie McJingles?
Cookie McJingles. I guess it really depends. If you have to ask, you're probably more in the category of multiple mates. I mean, I think that some people aren't. You can't make people feel bad if they're not, into just one person for their whole life. You know what I mean? And honestly, I'm along the lines of you need to like date around and kind of sleep around before you get married, man, because it's like then you'll be wondering the rest of your life and then you'll be wandering and trying shit. So Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I'm just Carla's mom's watching with Carla. Hi, Mama Carla, Mama Allen.
Mama Allen, how you doing?
Everybody's saying they got to be on their best behavior. Dude, I did a show last night at Brad Garrett's. There's a lady, 85 years old, in the front row.
Yeah.
And I was hosting, so I'm doing whatever. And I looked down. I was like, I feel like I'm fucking telling jokes in front of my nana. I can't be like talking about banging broads. And
yo,
she was like all into it. She was like, what was she like? How tall was the girl you were fucking?
Like, there was this couple that used to always go to shows at the parlor, and they would sit up front. And they had been married for like 50 years or something. And I was like, what's the secret to to a good marriage? And he was like, good fucking. And she was like, oh, John, stop it.
You break my hip.
I have osteoporosis.
I would say, what are your thoughts? I mean, more like, I'd say while you're young, fuck around. What up, Daphne? That's in here.
It's so funny because I keep thinking about like Tracy Morgan. You know how he just says stupid shit. He's like, yeah, knock one of them coochie bones loose. It's like, what are you talking about?
But yeah, I'd say when you're young, play around, have fun. Totally. Guys and girls, wear protection, all that.
Yep.
Yeah, seriously. There's a joke I haven't flushed out yet, but it's all about how like some of our grandparents, somebody had to be the first person to do a gangbang. So some of our grandparents were freaks and we just don't know about it, but
well, it's
Jezediah, I'd like a few extra penises tonight.
All right, Ethel, let's do this. Dude, that would be that's the hardest thing. Well, I mean, you think about it, it's like there were brothels before, like back in the time of Christ, right? So it's like there's prostitution, all kind of stuff. So it's like none of this is new. People have been fucking since the dawn of time. So.
Yeah, who's okay tonight I want you to come on my face.
Did you see that? There was this episode of Key and Peele which was fucking hilarious, where it was like Jesus back in the day, and I think it was Mary Magdalene. And here it comes, like, I think it must have been Keegan. He walks in, and I think his name was like, he was like a pimp or something, and he like smacked Jesus, and then Jesus turned the other cheek. And I was like, God, that's so blasphemous, but it was so funny. I'll have to send you the clip.
Yeah. I would, and then that's my answer would be, I would say be like animals when we're young. Everybody get your fuck on, play the field. And I mean, you have people that their first person they ever had sex with is who they marry and stuff like that. But
to each their own. I mean, but I just think that I wonder if even those people, they have to sort of be in their head a little bit too. Like, I wonder what something else is like. You know what I mean? Is this, it's the only thing you've ever known.
Yeah, not only that, but I wonder about like I think about the first person you ever had sex with.
Right.
Or after your uncle. It was not funny.
We just want to say here on Love It Black and White that there's nothing funny about molestation. And if you are being abused in any way, shape, or form, make sure that you get help. Make sure that you call the authorities. And, if you see something, say something. That's right.
Yeah, keep fighting the good fight. No, but I think about the first person I ever had sex with, and that would have been like, no, that's bad.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people that they have sex for the first time with someone, and they're like, this is the one, and they stay with that person because they know nothing different.
Right. Exactly. Totally. And I think that sometimes, I'm not saying that this is wrong, because I went to church, I still believe in God and everything. I'm not involved in the church as much anymore, just with everything kind of going on, and it's kind of crazy out there. But I think that some church people just feel like you have to stay together. You have to get married in order to have sex. I mean, if you want to believe that that's the right thing to do, then by all means, support it. But I just think that at some point you're going to have like regrets later in life, and you don't want to be that person who's like 50 and then you're talking about like, oh shit, like, I don't know if I really like her that much. So,
well, not only that, also, but church people, like, you know what everybody says about PKs, preacher kids, they're the freaks.
Yeah. They're the freaks. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Like, and on that note, a lot of Mormon people I knew were the biggest freaks in like high school. You know what I mean? It was like, there were girls who were literally talking about like, oh yeah, no, I can have sex in my butt, but I can't do it. Like, just like, what? How old were you when you lost your virginity? I think I was 19.
I was 16. Man. And who was the girl?
The girl was
or guy. We don't judge.
Yeah. His name was Jeffrey. No, no. His name her name was Kelly. Yeah. And so that was my first girlfriend.
Was it her first time or no?
No, but you know what's funny? I had
like, nah, she was
she was
dirty girl.
Like it's funny because I think I had multiple chances to have like sex, but it was just it was always so over my head. Like girls were like, "Oh yeah, you had a chance." Like I probably could have been fucking since I was like 14. You know what I mean? But I just in my head I was like, I'm gonna wait till marriage, and and then two, it was like I always had my mom in the back of my head. And then she was always saying, like, just remember that somebody's sister or it's going to be somebody's mom. So always treat a woman with respect. And then that made me not want to do anything. So I always let women initiate and then, go from there.
Yeah. So. I was 16. She was 21 and I didn't know what I was doing. Like, where she was like, hey, let's try and get a little rhythm going here.
You know what's funny, though?
I bet just like,
she probably thought you were like at least 22, 23, probably.
Yeah, I met her at a bar. I snuck it. It was an 18 and over bar, but I was so tall that I got in.
It's so funny.
Guyanese got in here. What up? Everybody in here is 21. I was gonna wait too, Manny.
And then Jay happened.
You're not really that late, Guyanese. Welcome. I'm trying to see if people are putting in their times when they had sex. And
oh yeah, San Francisco 49er girl said I think about that Duger kid because he was weird. Wasn't he like, I don't, don't, that, is it Josh Duger? Didn't they molest some of his siblings or something?
Oh, yeah.
I could be wrong. I don't know. Anyways.
Everybody's saying 21. Dang,
man. Y'all women got respect for yourself.
I feel bad now. Would you, okay, here, I wanted to go to this question, a little lighter one. Would you take ecstasy for a lover?
Ooh, that's a great question. I mean, not now with a kid, but I mean, like, I would say probably back in the day I would have tried it. But, I think we all know that I'm a horrible drug taker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we just like, for anybody in the comments, like, I took a weed pill with Jay one time. It wasn't his. Actually, it was, if you watch the Hollingsworth list, Tyler gave it to me, but it was for cancer patients. I didn't know that shit. And so I woke up at like 3:00 in the morning after leaving. Okay, let me give you the full story if you had never heard it. We went and we're sitting in the car. I think it was me, you, Sean, Kyle Plouffe, and I think Maria Katana like showed up later. But we all went to see this shitty movie called I Am Number 14 or Number 4.
Yeah.
Shit. And so we had Hotbox, we did the pill. And I'm like, man, this is, I can't get high. I'm immune to that shit. And so the movie ends. I'm like, this is whack. And then I ended up going back to Jay's place. And we sit there and I'm just like, I'm going to go home. I'm like, this is whack. I'm going home. So I drive home, go to sleep. I wake up at fucking like 3:00 in the morning. My heart's beating out of my chest. My body feels like it's going big, small, big, small. And it's like my brain's telling me, oh, do you really realize how big the universe is? And so I'm like, oh, I'm going to go on a cardiac arrest. So I walk down the hill where me and Jay used to live and the police are down there. So I'm like, I need to get help. And then I was like, oh shit, I took a weed pill. Let me not do that. And so I'm like walking like a T-Rex. It was fucking crazy because I was like, felt like a transformer. Like I couldn't control my body. My roommate at the time takes me to the ER. I called my mom at like whatever time it was, 4 a.m. and told her I was dying. And it was fucking wild, man. So that's why
Plouffe was hammered off that too. And I remember we were at the movies and Plouffe was sitting next to that girl. It was Maria.
Yeah. And you thought he was getting a hand job.
Yeah. Because somebody put a blanket over there because they were cold. And I thought he was getting a hand job. And then when we were back at the apartment, Plouffe was on the couch, like fucking head spinning. And I went up to him and he was like, I go, you all right? And he goes, I need a shower. But he meant it because he wanted to try and get his bearings. But I thought he meant because he got a hand job and he nutted on himself in the movie. So he goes, I need a shower. I was like, yeah, I know. And he goes, what? I go, why? Why do you need a shower? He goes, I just need a shower. I'm like, I know, but why? Like, I wanted him to be like, because I got a hand job. And finally he was like, what the fuck, man?
Did you get affected by that or no? You didn't even feel that?
Yeah, remember on the way home I was like, hey guys, can we stop for sweets?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you kept saying sweets.
Yeah. And Sean was like, what kind of a man asks another man for sweets?
Let's see, I'm too much of a control freak to take anything mind altering. Yeah, I'm with you, Monica. I don't know if
welcome, Monica.
I don't know if I'm in that space where I could like take something, but I think that at the same time, if I had somebody around me and it was a controlled setting, and I knew that it wasn't going to kill me, because I'm afraid everything's laced nowadays, so I would be like, okay, my person's here, they know it's safe, there's nothing else in it except for exactly ecstasy, then yeah, I'd do it. But
doesn't can ecstasy what's the drug that like fucking puts holes in your brain?
Maybe that is ecstasy.
There's something that I'm like, nah, I don't know, dude. I don't think I'll ever do any drug I might do mushrooms at some point.
That's the one I want to try, because I hear it's supposed to like really kind of change
your shit up.
Yeah.
Have you ever had sex high? Well, no, because you fucking can't get high.
Yeah. I've been drunk though, where I couldn't get it up.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's what getting old is. It's like having whiskey dick with no need for whiskey.
Where it only gets hard in the middle.
Yeah. Balls get hard.
Just trying to match your balls in.
Yeah. You're just like, why is that condom like look like two balls are in there? I was high one time with a girl and had sex, and dude, it was so fucking weird. And then I just remember when I came, I thought I was gonna fucking like pierce her, like I thought I was gonna murder her. Like it came so hard.
It just shoots off into the air.
Just goes right through. There's just brain matter and steaming on the ceiling. Sorry. This is pretty bad, guys. Sorry.
Sorry. Oh, and I forgot that Carla's mom's watching. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Jada Pinkett did an episode on magic mushrooms today on the red tape. Oh shit.
Like she was on it, or that was the topic? I want to see it. If she was on mushrooms while she did it.
Speaking of that, is Will Smith's book out to anybody in the comments? Because I think that that's a book I really want to read, because it sounds like they have an open relationship. And I mean, fuck, man, Will was just like devastated. I mean, he looks like a shell of his happy self, and that's why he's trying to get back in shape. You know what I mean? To like, but then, part of you wonders, like, if they have an open relationship, was he trying to hook up with Margot Robbie or?
Dude, I want to see if the book has like hidden codes, like help me.
Yeah, exactly. He said, I guess, that he wanted a harem, and Halle Berry would have been one of those women in it. And apparently he tried to ask out Hillary on the
yeah, I just saw that. Yeah.
So I mean, dude,
so was mom, the original mom.
Oh shit, there you
remember the dance episode?
Oh yeah, when she was in that ballet. You're like, get it, girl.
What up, Ed? Let's see here. Okay. I don't. So to answer the question, this is a long about way. Only I probably would not do ecstasy, only because I think there's like
you have like holes.
Yeah, fucking there's shit that fucks with you. Wait, what? She does it. It was Jaden's idea. He was into it big time. Oh, mushrooms. All right.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. All right. I'm gonna lower this one down a little bit. One of the topics.
Oh yeah.
Thoughts on toe fetishes or toe/feet fetishes? Do you have any?
No, but we don't work there anymore. The owner of the parlor had a huge foot fetish, and I don't know if you remember when you were doing a comedy show, when you were hosting the comedy show, they had me out in the Ultra Lounge, and I had to host a foot show, and he had this big ass heel in the middle of the thing, and oh shit! Shout out Alfred Kachiri. God,
what up, Alfred?
Ecstasy is great. You know what? See, that's
stay here, Alfred. We're gonna come back with questions, but finish what you were saying about the foot shit.
So there was this big ass shoe that I guess used to be in his house, and because he had a huge foot fetish, he would I guess he brought it in, and he wanted to have a shoe contest to see what it was probably some shit he got off on, but it was a contest. I had to host it. I was like, all right, and next shoes up to the thing. Women wearing high heels, and I'm just like, this is the weirdest shit. I got paid. Just fungus, you know what I mean? Yeah, just like bunions and fucking corn pads and shit.
Shoes or toes or feet don't do anything for me. But I also don't want I don't want you to have fucking talons or I don't want your feet look beat up more than mine.
Was it you who posted the foot nails?
Yes.
Oh yes. My God, women, please don't do that. That is nasty.
Alfred, you were talking about ecstasy is great. Is ecstasy the one that has like can put holes in your brain or some shit, Or am I thinking of something else?
I think you're right, but the thing behind ecstasy, at least from what I hear, is that it alters every sense, right? So if you bust a nut, it's going to be the best nut you ever busted in your life. If you're in pain, I hear that it's going to alter, like you'll feel extreme pain. I don't know if that's true. It just heightens all of your senses from what somebody said. Like every touch feels amazing. So, yeah.
And Alfred, have you fucked while on ecstasy? I'm assuming yes. That was a rumor, but nah, not really. Okay, that sounds pretty convincing. Nah, not really. It's not. No, that was a rumor. No, that's incorrect. Nah, not really. So maybe a little bit. Absolutely heightens everything. Yes, and says also ecstasy is great. Interesting.
It'll probably be something that we do like when we're like if we
together?
Make it to 90. Yeah, fuck? if we get to 90, you know what I mean? Like, and we're on a tour, I'm fucking trying every drug. You know what I mean?
I'd be like, quit trying to fuck me, Manny. Get off the ecstasy.
I've known you this long.
Wait, what the fuck is this one? What is docking? Is it a real thing?
I just was trying to come up with topics. Somebody was telling me about docking, and do you know what docking is?
Is that where two guys' dicks? Go ahead and explain it.
For those of you who don't know what docking is, we've been trying to educate people on all sex terminology, but docking is when one uncircumcised penis docks with a circumcised penis and the foreskin goes over the top of it, and that's how celebrities are made, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it's like a human centipede for the dicks.
Yeah. Docking is when two gay dudes envelope a penis with the other's foreskin. Thank you. See, we need to have Alfred on here just to have a doctor moment.
Maybe they're not two gay dudes. Maybe they're just really close friends. Or they thems.
There you go. Yeah. Alfred. You're canceled.
Jesus, Alfred. Explained it on TikTok. TikTok.
TikTok. So little update. Jay and myself, we have not yet watched Sex, Love, and Goop.
Fucking yuck.
But
goop.
Yeah, but I hear that it's about the Gwyneth Paltrow thing, right?
Yes. Or I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. I just saw this about. I tried to call Phil. I called Phil a couple times and text him.
Call him. I'll call him too. We'll get him on an episode.
Yeah, I would love to have Phil come on and do that. Yeah. So what? Keep talking about it. I'm going to look it up right now. Sex, Love, and Goop.
Sex, Love, and Goop. I think we all know that Gwyneth Paltrow, she made a candle that is supposedly the scent of her vagina. And then I think Erykah Badu has coochie incense from what I've heard. Yeah. And so, I think everybody's just coming out with their own fragrance. And I wonder, ladies, what would you think Jay's balls smell like? Is it like Irish Irish spring candle?
Elmer's glue. Just dried semen. The New Yorker said the splendid uncoolness of Sex, Love, and Goop. And here's a quick, it's got 83% on Rotten Tomatoes, 4.2 on IMDb, 76% on Google users. But it says, with the help of experts, couples learn lessons and methods to enhance their relationships through more pleasurable sex and deeper intimacy. Okay. Wow. And Gwyneth Paltrow, it looks like Gwyneth Paltrow demonstrates wood Wolverine claw on Jimmy Kimmel. What the fuck?
Jesus Christ. Alfred said Jay's balls smell like fermented Guinness and schmegma.
Old English and axe.
Daphne, thanks for asking. The family is doing great. Not a lot of sleep on this end. And Jay and the guys are my only outlet other than work right now. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully be getting back to comedy soon. For those of you who do want to go see a good comedy show, make sure you catch Alfred. So
Alfred was just at the Skank Fest.
Yeah.
Alfred, we this weekend this week I've been working with Amy Shanker, who was at Skank Fest. But yeah, Gwyneth said her son told her that that he thought it was cool that she smells vibrators to help people or sell.
I was like, smells.
Yikes! After all the talk about what my balls smell like, yeah. Okay, I guess we'll just take a little break here. So what does Manny's balls smell like? Okay, mine smell like Palmer's.
Can you imagine being a professional smeller of vibrators?
Yeah. Yes, this is true, Stefan. I will be at Tacoma Comedy Club this weekend with the great Jessica Kirsten.
And are you on the Dope Show or?
Yeah, I think I'm going to try and do that before my regular sets, which will be, I can't get too high.
Yeah.
How dare you, Alfred? I just said mine smell like cocoa butter. Mine smell like Palmer's, I said.
Fuck
you, Alfred.
Why
why obviously Manny's smell like, why is that, Alfred?
Oh yeah, it is the black community.
Yeah, shit. Just because my comedy godmom, she's the best. Yeah, what okay, Sex Love and Goop. We gotta watch it. I will watch the first episode and then see if I'll watch another. I mean, dude, what's Tyler hooked us up to Love on the Spectrum, which I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, oh, I love this one dude, Michael.
Oh, dude, it's the best. Did you watch both seasons?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah. They're both great, but it's like Michael is just like because black people use Cocoa Buddy.
Yeah, what is that? Booty? Cocoa Booty? Booty.
Cocoa Booty.
Cocoa Butte.
And Blue Magic.
Coconut oil. I hate coconuts though. Sandy, or I hate coconut, so hopefully have cocoa butter. Fuck it.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, we should get sponsored by Palmer's.
We should. The only lotion for masturbation.
Heals and softens your balls. Jesus. Dude, this flesh eating thing, talk about that.
Yeah, okay. So for those of you who are still in the dating game, please make sure that you wrap up because now there is a flesh eating STD. Let me pull up the notes on this flesh eating STD that is going around the UK. So if you are doing traveling, what you need to know about the dono venosus. Wait, it's pronounced dono venosus. What you need to
know. Arigato, Mr. Ribato.
Okay, let's see. Dono venosus is a sexually transmitted infection. Sometimes people call it the flesh-eating STD due to its symptoms, but it doesn't actually eat your flesh. Rather, it causes ulcer-like sores. Ew. Also, let's see. Let's see. Okay, it says also called granuloma as whatever is relatively rare. However, you can prevent it as well as its potentially severe and concerning complications with this STI and early treatment. So
donovanosis, also called granuloma inguinale.
Yeah. We need Mariah back. Yeah. So yeah. It does sound like Krabs 2.0.
Did you read Alfred's comment?
What did he say? I knew that. I'm not even gonna repeat that. I guess. Okay, hold on. Oh, just for context, for anybody listening to this on a later episode, Alfred said, "I knew that limey pussy was poison." Can you say it in an English accent? I knew that limey pussy was poison.
Dude, yeah. Here's the question: what would be the STD? Because AIDS, or HIV and AIDS, the fear of that for a long time, I think, definitely put a damper on or fear of sex. What would be an STD or something that you're like, I'm not having sex until this is figured out? What will it take? What would it take? As guys and ladies, I'd be curious to hear from you. What would be an effect of an STD that when you heard that, if you catch this, it's this, that you're like, I'm not having sex till this is figured out?
I could already tell you what me and Jay's are. If there's an STD that makes your dick fall off, we're out of the game. And just like, nope, not till they cure that shit.
That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy is you're first of all, you're 100% correct.
Yeah.
If they're like, your dick will fall off, we're not having sex. But AIDS, you could die. I'll take a risk. I still got my dick though, right? I'll be in the coffin with my dick. Okay, all right. I'll fucking risk it.
It's so true. Oh man, yeah. I thought that was the cure that Sandy was saying. She's like, I use pure coconut oil. Oh man.
Okay, so ladies, what would your pussy lips are gonna fall off? I don't know.
Yeah. I bet you if there was one that ate you from the inside, like I bet that would be one to make women just be like, nope, we're not, not taking any chances. But I mean, also, I think that there's this thing with people in general of if it's not happening to me, it's not real, right? So it's kind of like COVID right now, where it's like, oh, it's just a myth on TV. Like, I haven't met anybody with COVID, and then you know what I mean. So the people are going to be horny. They're going to throw their genitals on the table until they get affected with something. So, yeah, man.
Maybe if. Okay, here. What if lady? Well, no, because no. Let's say there's some STD that when guys come, they come like alien blood. It's like acid.
Oh yeah. Okay, there you go. Yeah.
So even if they wear a condom, when they come, it'll eat through the condom and then go into you, and it's like acid. Their semen
just kills you. Yeah. I bet you women would stop at that point. You know what I mean? And like make men.
Guys wouldn't.
Guys wouldn't. They'd be like,
I just out of my dick now. I'm all right.
That's the only way to cure myself is to get rid of it, right?
Yeah, as long as it don't drip on my balls, I'm all right. Yeah, I know, Sandy. Yeah, we're just giving hypotheticals. What would be an STD? Like, what would be a crazy STD? What would the side effects be that you were like, I'm not having sex until that's fixed?
Can you imagine?
That'll do it. Oh, San Francisco said a STD that guarantees pregnancy.
Yeah. Oh God, that would be wild though. Can you imagine like sitting? That must be the worst to get that kind of news where you're sitting in the doctor and he's like, "Well, your results came back and you have acid come." You know what I mean? It's like, oh,
yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, fuck, dude. Be like, I'm gonna hit up that ex that I didn't like.
Bye, bitch.
Just let me come in your mouth. Jesus. Yeah, dude. By the way, Magic Johnson, I think he celebrated 30 years living with HIV.
Yeah,
speaking of HIV and AIDS,
crazy, man. Like fucking, like literally, there was a comic who said like his name is literally the the perfect name, Magic Johnson, Magic Dick. You know what I mean? It's like he survived when nobody was surviving. But that just goes to show you, if you have money, you can throw anything at it. So it's like,
dude, he's in better shape at this age with HIV than I am.
Yeah, it's so crazy to me. It's just like, Jesus, and it's like, I mean, I still remember. Do you remember like when he came out and said it? I remember I was in like first grade or maybe second grade, and one of the kids in like seventh grade was like, "Yeah, did you guys hear what happened to like to Magic Johnson?" And we're like, "No." He's like, "Yeah, he got HIV," and we were like, "What the fuck is HIV?" And it's like, I mean, we weren't saying fuck back then, but we were like, so.
Then I am Jay. Then you are Jay. Okay, I don't know what that means. What up, Leah? I was with my buddy John Eichler. We were in high school, and fucking it was after school, and my dad was there at the apartment, and we were chilling, and the TV was on, and all of a sudden this press conference, and we were like, what the fuck? And back then we were like, oh, Magic's gonna die. This is fucking the worst day ever. Magic Johnson's gonna die. And so fucking crazy.
And an STD that causes spikes on a penis or boils on my vajayjay just by running up against me. Let's see, I'd be done until it's cute. Yeah, no, I hear you on that. It was so crazy because just the like people's diagnoses of HIV back in the day, like people only thought it was a gay disease, and so I mean, it kind of changed the game for everybody, right? It was like, oh no, there's things you need to be careful of, even if you are in a straight relationship, you can still catch it. So
is that a little lunch coming up?
Yeah, that was perfect. My apologies. But yeah, go for it. But no, it's gosh, it's crazy how far technology's come. I wonder if we'll ever see a cure in our lifetime. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think we will. What's crazy is I mean I think they've made crazy progress on HIV, but like cancer, I think I read something that they were making pretty big strides in that, and also Alzheimer's.
Man, it's gonna be crazy because there's not gonna be a planet here anyways, and so
yeah.
But man, it's a shout out to Rinks. But yeah, no, I definitely think that just with all kind of technology, they'll be curing everything. And I honestly think if they come out with a birth control pill for men fucking take that. You know what I mean? Like, why make women go through it?
So. Yeah. What's up, Divine Equinox is in here now too. All right, let's get to the next one.
Next topic.
What'd you say?
My phone died, so you're on.
Okay. I think we did some of these we've done before. I think. Yeah. Does it bother you if a significant other cannot cook? That's a good question. I'll let you go first.
I mean, I guess not. I mean, it's a plus. But I mean, I'm not that great of a cook myself. I'll burn the shit out of something. I'm great at smoothies, cook the shit out of some top ramen, but I'm not like a gourmet cook like Crystal. But it's not a deal breaker, but I mean, it definitely it helps a relationship. Like if I was dating and then there's just this girl who throws down and makes like Thanksgiving dinner, I'm just like, oh shit, okay, this might be the one. So, what about you?
No, I don't give a shit if she like you said, if she can cook, awesome. Roger was here for about a week, and Roger's a chef. And so what are you laughing at?
Dude, just Roger in general. Like I remember him and Donnell going back and forth there. He was like, yeah, I could throw down in the kitchen, son. He was like, all right, we're gonna have to have a cook-off and shit, and for those of you who don't know Roger's like got a mullet, and he's got like, he's boxing every day trying to get in shape, but he never loses any weight. And then he's also Team White Women. So,
he's got a mullet and a fucking Fu Manchu. He's so funny. But he was here all week and cooked. And Sunday, dude, he did it up. It was so fucking good. But which is nice. But if she can cook, great. If she can't cook, as long as she's cool that I can't cook either.
Right.
Be like, we'll order out a lot. If it doesn't bother me, and if it doesn't bother you, then we're fucking. It's all great.
Yeah, we're golden. Yeah. So. Yeah. I want to know, ladies, in the comments, if you could, does it bother you when a man can't cook? So
fucking wrinkles. Wake up,
Victoria said, do you add an egg on the top of your ramen? No, not often, but sometimes, I'll take the noodles and then I'll chop up some meat and then I'll like fry it in a pan, and maybe throw some egg on it. Try to do like a mix.
Dude, you can bring home the bacon, dun, dun, and fry it up in the pan. Dun, dun, I can bring home the bacon. Women empowering, right? Let me see. Are these ones we've done before?
Yeah, I think some of them are old. I think somehow they pop back up. I don't know how. The NFL one.
Which one is the NFL one?
Because I read something about Dalvin Cook.
Yes. Oh, okay. Why is domestic violence often overlooked for athletes? Great question. Well, I mean, a lot of shits, domestic violence, rape, fucking drug use, everything. Yeah, it's because they're fucking athletes and they have money and
and it's like it's that's such a loaded question. I do think that a lot of it has to do with they generate money for a huge juggernaut of a team, and it's kind of that cog in the machine that they don't want to let go. I mean, that shit is wild to me, though. It's like there's no excuse for ever putting your hands on a woman, you know what I mean, or assaulting anybody, but it's mind-blowing that they constantly they overlook it. Like, I think that there's been quite a few where like somebody's beat the shit out of a woman and then all of a sudden they're playing in like 2 weeks.
Ray Rice.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then dude, and then you had Ray Caruth.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, and his like he killed his what was his girlfriend?
Yeah, the
mother of his kid, and then the kid's still alive, but he's like severely mentally disabled. So it's just,
I mean that's got to be it. Is because what's up?
Go ahead. Sorry, you go first. Yeah.
No. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, do you think society overlooks it, or is it just the leagues in general that overlook it? Because I feel like because also, okay, I think we've talked about this before, but like Chris Brown, I feel like he's always doing some crazy shit, and then people get upset, but then it's like there's this forgiveness, and then all of a sudden they're back listening to the next album. You know what I mean?
R. Kelly for years, everybody knew, I mean, he can sing goddamn good love song.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of, is it the same thing with Cosby, right? Where it's like, there's certain people that just refuse to see an idol in a certain way. I'll say it like this, even with me, Kobe. You know what I mean? Like, just it's hard for me to think of Kobe in any other way than being this like saint. You know?
Yeah. Tony Daniel.
Shout out
Welcome,
Tony.
Tony. He said, I think
these sports
these
things
sports things are happening less now, or these sorts of things are happening less now because of fucking Tony with his old man texting. I think these sorts of things are happening less now because of the social media backlash.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, just on another note, I mean, the social media backlash actually made Aaron Rodgers apologize, right? But then again, I mean,
fuck Aaron Rodgers. How about that?
Ugh, gross motherfucker. But I will say this. I think that you have to walk that fine line because it can't just be cancel culture. You know what I mean? It's like you can't just cancel everybody just because you don't like them or their thoughts disagree with you. But I think that there needs to be real real consequences for fucking up and doing things like that.
Leah said, you don't think perhaps they seem as heroes and disbelief as such actions. Yeah, definitely. And also the flip side of that, because they are heroes to some people, like the Kobe thing, sometimes I think there might be false accusations, whether it's for money. I don't know all of the Kobe shit, but like some of the stuff I heard, it seems like, it maybe wasn't what it was cracked up to be.
Right.
And then my favorite, this is a weird thing to say, but my favorite sex abuse story is the the Juwan Howard
Chris
Webber thing, which
say that one. Yeah.
So for those that don't know, this was this is probably 20 years ago. Chris Webber and Juwan Howard, I think they were playing for the Bullets at the time, and they were accused by a lady she said that they sexually assaulted her. Police looked into it and said that there was nothing there. Chris Webber was like, okay, cool, we're done. But Juwan Howard took her to court for $1. It goes to court, and the judge is like, Juwan, why are you suing for $1? You obviously don't need the money. You're wasting why? And he's like, well, people can just say whatever, and then I'm on front page being accused of sexual assault. Right. And it's false, and I need to get my name back. I have to sue for an amount, and money doesn't matter to me, so I'm suing for $1 to get my name back. So they went through the whole thing. He won. The judge awarded him $10,000 and said, you got your name back. And then he donated that to like a women's shelter, which was huge. Just a dope story. And then the shit with the Duke players, dude, that shit. Yeah. I watched the documentary on that. That was fucking crazy how the prosecuting, I think it was the DA, was like trying to get reelected and just overlooked all this shit that these guys didn't do anything.
Exactly.
Dude, but it was already, everybody had piled on like, oh, these fucking rich white fucks had raped this girl, and it was all just horseshit.
Man, do you remember that they made a movie about this guy? And I'm not gonna find it before we get out of here, but there was a football player who was accused of rape, went to jail. He was like, he had all this promise of going pro, and ended up serving time, and then the lady ended up coming out and saying she didn't do it, or that he didn't do it, and then he got out later, but he wasn't the athlete he used to be. They gave him a tryout, but he just wasn't. So.
Dude, yeah, he was. I think he was right out of high school, or he was in college. Yeah, dude, and it just fucked his. They get a Tony Daniel said Duke players was horrible. They get a reparations. But yeah, that dude's story is heartbreaking because at the height of his, when he would have been drafted and everything, he was in jail off this chick's fucking false accusations.
Yeah, but I will say this, like, those are the rarity. You know what I mean? There are horrible cases. I mean, like, me and Crystal were just talking about, I don't know if you remember the Stanford swimmer case where he was like savagely raping this girl behind a dumpster, and some guy found him and like got him off. But, he was found guilty, and then the judge was like, oh, this young white man has so much, of his life in front of him. It was a mistake. We'll just give him 3 months and, blah, 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 slap on the wrist. It was like, fuck out of here with that shit.
Horse shit. Yeah, dude, that's fucking wild. All right. We have to wrap it up. We're having a shorter one tonight. By the way, Carlos said, as a Ravens fan, Ray Rice made me so mad. He was a machine on the field, and he screwed it up just because he couldn't control his emotion. Yeah, he was a beast on the field and in the elevator.
Jesus Christ. We just want to say here on Love in Black and White that there is never anything funny about domestic abuse. And if somebody is abusing you or hurting you, make sure that you seek help and keep fighting the good fight. We love you.
That might not be the right verbiage.
No, not at all. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, keep defending the
good. Yeah. Keep bobbing and weaving. All right. The tease. But before we do the teaser, do you have anything you want to plug?
Nothing as of yet. I will be back. I think we're gonna be getting back into it in 2022 with comedy. So I'm writing. Got a lot of new stuff. So hopefully, it'll be funny. But it has been some time since I've been on stage, so I'll probably be hosting. But we'd love to see you guys there. And until then, make sure you catch us on the Hollings Worthless every Tuesday. And it'll be kind of a toss up sometimes on Love in Black and White with Miles and everything. So
yes, and you too, Sandy. And Victoria, I'm going to be up in Seattle this weekend. Well, I'll be in Tacoma Comedy Club all weekend with the great Jessica Kirsten. And also I'll plug Love in Black and White not Love in Black and White. Fucking Boo is back hardcore. Going to have an episode drop not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. But recorded a few of them, so I got some in the bank, and I just did one today, and they're great. That's all I'll plug for now. And the teaser for next week: could you date someone? I'm going to amend this a little bit.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Could you date someone you weren't physically attracted to anymore?
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. Okay.
And until next week, Manulus,
we'll be putting the love back in your right. It's love.